Alright guys, I hope that that was one of the easiest homeworks ever. Usually the fraction ones are the only ones that really make people angry, and so we're going to knock that out with number 1, okay? So remember, b over 15, I told you guys you could rewrite that as 1/15, and you could put the b in the back. So this is just a fraction times b equals 2, and my new trick, or maybe it's not new, but the way I handle it is to multiply by the reciprocal. And so those are gone, so b would be 30 in number 1, okay? Number 2, v plus a -8 equals a -5. So the first thing I would do is the opposite of -8, which is a +8. And that'll make a 0 there, so that's why you do it this way. And then that would be 3. So this is going pretty quick unless the negatives really messed with your mind, okay? We need the x by itself, so I'm going to add 7 to both sides. -x equals 7. I don't want a negative on the x, so I'm going to divide off that -1 and get -7. Número 4. You didn't know I was speaking Spanish, would you? Alright, -14n equals 140. We don't want that on the end, so we're going to divide by the -14. And when you do that, it looks like that's going to be a -10. Okay, number 5. -19x equals 361. Gross, I don't want to do this already. Going to divide by -19. I'm guessing it goes into it. How many times? Gosh, I don't think I want to do that by hand. But I guess I will. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, 29's 171. Good grief. I don't know. 25. 8 times maybe? This is going to be gross. I don't even want to reduce it. I'm hoping, I don't even think it'll go even, but we're about to find out. 7. Maybe it is 9. Yeah, it is 9. Okay, it's 19. Sorry, that is something I probably should have known, but I don't know all of my perfect squares yet. That was not fun, sorry. Oh, and it's -2 also. Okay. Number 6 is -10k over 10. That one you probably didn't even write out. It's just -1. Okay? And 7, some of these are really easy. Oh wait, that was number 6. That was, okay, so 7 is 21 equals -65 plus x. I'm going to leave the x over here. I'm just going to add 65 to both sides to help this out. And I'm going to get 86. Okay. Number 8 is 66 minus b equals 6. This one starts off like super easy, almost painfully easy for a lot of you. This may be the hardest part, was just some of the arithmetic. Divide by -1, divide by -1, but hopefully it went okay in the beginning. And then it starts to get a little trickier as the problems, as you go down the assignment. The difficulty level should get greater than it is. That negative's in parentheses. It doesn't mean anything really. You could drop the parentheses if you want. In fact, I'm going to drop the parentheses because this is sort of like plus a positive. Is something that y'all learned. When you have a double negative, it's like a plus. And then I'm going to subtract 83 from both sides. And that would be a -63. Okay. Number 10 is -168. Oops. Equals -88 plus x. Okay. I want that x by itself, so I'm going to add the 88 to both sides. And I'm going to get x is whatever the difference there is. -168 plus 88 means I need to really subtract -80. Okay. Number 11 is -6p plus 2p equals -4. Okay, so that just means combine like terms first because they both have a p, and then divide by the -4. Number 12, -5n minus 8n equals -13. Same thing, you want to put those together first, then divide by the number. Oops, +1? Yeah, +1. Okay, and then 13, let's see if this is getting any trickier yet. Not much. Alright, 5a plus 8 minus 7a equals 0. Okay, so first let's put the a's together. 5a minus 7a is actually a -2a. Now I want to get rid of the 8. So let's bring that down. That's a 0, -8. Divide by -2, divide by -2. So a is +4. Okay, number 14. -2m minus 7m equals -18. -9m equals -18. Alright, no big deal. 15. 6 times 8n minus 5 equals -366. Okay, this one might be the first one that slowed any of you down just because there's a few steps involved, and maybe the arithmetic was not so much fun. So we want to distribute first, then we're going to add 30 to both sides. 48n equals, that'll be a -336, and then what? Then we divide by 48, and I'm running out of room, okay? Woo. So n would actually equal whatever that division is. Let me see if I can figure this out. Okay, I believe the answer to that is 7 if you divide it out. Long division or calculator or really whatever you did. Okay, number 16. Same thing, a little bit of distributing involved. Alright, so distribute 32 minus 56n equals -416. Alright, so we are going to subtract 32 from both sides just to get the -56n by itself. So that's going to become a -448, I believe. Then we need to divide both sides by -56 and try to figure that arithmetic out. That looks like it's going to be, it's either going to be 8 or 9. Let me think about that. I think it's going to be 8 times. Okay, so that's going to go in there 8 times. And you can grab a calculator on something like that. Usually we won't make you do that kind of long division in the classroom, especially if you're in pre-AP. We will just say, do the process and then compute it on a calculator if you need to. But definitely show all your work to your pre-AP teacher, because if you just do it in your head and get an answer and we don't know how you got the answer, we won't be able to give you any credit at all. Okay, we will just have to say, oh, too bad, so sad. But if you show me your steps, it's a little bit easier. Oh, I don't know what I was doing there. Okay, we need to subtract that a little bit better. Okay, so 84 minus 48, 58, 68, 78. Is that 36? Okay, and it's negative. And so when we divide off the -6, we're going to get a +6 is what we should get there. Alright, and then the last one. And I was nice. I did not make you guys do any fractions. Of course, when we do tutorials, I could make up plenty of fraction ones just for funsies if you want. Or we could just try to do some with some extra steps involved. Am I doing this right? Yes, yes. Okay, so far so good. Let me subtract 24 from both sides. And that would be a 120. And then divide off a -24, divide off a -24. So n would equal, I believe that's going to be, is that 5? Yep, -5. Alright, hopefully that went well. Don't go so fast you're going to mess up. You'd hate to mess up on one like this because these are supposed to be kind of the easier ones. and then they get progressively hard throughout the year. So we'll see you guys next week.